Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great holiday season. Um, I thought I'd start off talking a little bit about the two movies I saw last night and do a little review with you guys. Last night I saw Assassin's Creed and The Passengers. Now, my mom sat me down and asked me point blank which one was better. I can't by far come up with which one was better. And the reason being is they're two highly different types of movies. Um, let's start off with Passengers. Okay? I absolutely love this movie from beginning to end. Now, moments in this, mind you, there's no spoilers for each one, so you can listen all you want. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody and all. But mind you, throughout this movie, it's a feel-good sci-fi. It grabs you from the moment it starts to the moment it ends. And it grabbed me a certain way and made me realize the things I have, the things I don't have, and the things I definitely want in life. And that's why I make this a feel-good movie. This is by far the most scientific feel-good movie you can think of to date. And I don't know what I would do in the same situation. I probably would do the same thing. You'll understand when you guys see the movie. I don't want to spoil anything from it, so I'm just going to leave it kind of like that. But I have to say, when you see it, you'll know. And I'll do exactly the same thing that happens in this movie. And when the ending comes, I'm not saying you'll see the ending coming, because you kind of won't. But I feel like you wanted a certain ending. They gave it to you, but differently. I kind of wanted to see something a little bit more to it. Both movies, in my opinion, should have had an after credits scene. That's basically what I'm kind of getting at here. Both movies should have had that and didn't. But rating The Passengers as a whole, I give this movie, out of the scale from 1 to 10, I give it a 9.5. The reason being, it's a perfect movie in a nutshell, but it's not perfect in the sense of getting the full 10 out of 10. And the reason I say that is because of the ending. It could have had something mind-blowing as an ending, and it gave you what you want, but not exactly what you want as an ending for it. And I love a good ending. Believe me, I do. And this one had a good ending. I'm not saying it didn't. And it's a feel-good movie. I love that it was a holiday, sci-fi, feel-good movie. Now, moving on to my first movie I actually saw yesterday, Assassin's Creed. And I know a lot of people want to know my review on Assassin's Creed. If you guys play the game, and you play this game religiously, like I know a few of you do, Assassin's Creed movie was the shit. And it stuck highly, and I mean highly to what the games gave you so far. It it didn't divulge and do its own thing like a lot of movies based on video games or comic books do. It did its own story, mind you, but it kept true to the game and what it was about. And it was just jaw dropping, all inspiring movie from start to finish. The one thing though that I wouldn't have done the way they did, but I understand why they did it. Don't get me wrong, I understand it totally why they did this in the movie. I wouldn't have done it split where half the movie was in English and half the movie was in subtitle. I would have done it both English and everything like that. But I totally understand where their mind was for it. Trying to show that this is this world and this is that world. You'll understand the movie more so when you see it. I don't want to spoil hardly anything from this movie, but I give this movie a 10 out of 10 because it stuck true to the game. It stuck true to the actual story presented to you. It didn't skip around or anything like that. You understood from beginning to end. There was no you kind of know the story kind of a thing. There was none of that. And I kind of hate that with certain movies. I don't know if anybody understands what I mean by that. They give you a story, but they don't really tell you what it's about. And you're thrown almost in the middle of the story. Then they have to Tarantino the damn thing to go back to the beginning to explain how they got to this point in time. Now, I don't mind doing that, but if they do it right, then there's the times where they do that and they still don't quite get to the story. You're left going, wait, you did this to do that? And you're like, but that didn't explain why you're doing it this way. Again, there are certain movies that do that and they do it to perfection. Then there's some movies that do it and they leave a lot of gaps. More questions than answers. And I don't like those types of movies too much. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like those movies. I like a cut, clear story that you can pick up from anywhere in the movie practically and still know what's going on. And with this particular movie, I swear, you can miss some of the beginning and still understand. Like, if this was on TV for a premiere on, like, USA, FX, or something like that, and you picked it up at a random point in the movie, but near the beginning, you got this shit made for you. Even, I would say even about, like, 15 minutes in, you could pick this movie up. Not that you guys would want to pick it up from 15 minutes in, but I'm just giving you a roundabout number through the movie. You could still pick this movie up and say, I understand this thing from beginning to end. And that's why I give this movie a 10 out of 10. And the nostalgia from the first game hits you like a ton of bricks. I love this movie full-heartedly. Hope you guys enjoy the movie review that I gave. Tippy tap that like button if you haven't already. Smack that subscribe button like you would a fine ass if you haven't already. And as always, guys, stay safe. Love you. And peace out. Till next time.